they kind of remind me of BMW, where they make you feel a certain way.
They have Fallout Shelter, they have Cuphead. Like some of these games are even on Xbox they have on here.
You can drift this. It has a preset drift preset.
Alright, so I'm in the Model 3. As you guys know, all the stuff that's going on in the world. If you're wondering why I have masks on and gloves, I mean, it's not my car, so I have respect for other people's stuff. I'm not gonna go in there and like be breathing all over their stuff and touching it. All the stuff that's going on in the world right now. But back to the main topic, which is the Model 3. Right now we just rolled out the spot, so not really too much to say, except for the fact that this thing is literally a tablet on wheels. Like, it's one thing to watch it in like a YouTube video, but it's a different thing to see it like up close and like be able to touch it and all that stuff. Like, it's just really crazy. For this car, like I already said, it's lowered on evac springs, has the 20-inch performance wheels, like in that it's not black, it's like a dark gray metallic, I think they call it. Yeah, the wheels, the exact spec I think is 235, 35, 20. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So yeah, it's a decent sized tire for a car being this small. And just lower, not even spacious yet. This car really looks good. Like it definitely has. It's just like, even if you're not going fast, it's crazy for it to be dead silent, except for the air conditioner. Like, let's say if you don't have AC on, the car will be dead silent. Right now, that's all you really hear, and you hear like a very little bit of road noise coming through sometimes, but that's really it, which is insane. It's not as eerky as I thought it was. I thought it would be like kind of creepy to just be in a dead silent car, but it's not that bad.
Kind of feels luxurious.
Yeah, it does.
Luxury is quiet.
Also, it does a good job of keeping out the road noise. You get a very little bit of it, but it's mostly from other cars, not this car, so that's cool. Oh shoot! When you actually punch it, it's insane. Like, it throws you back.
That was us doing 30 miles an hour, and I punched it, and it threw our heads back.
It did.
When you see the videos like online, you really think it looks like the people are like faking, like, that thing ain't going that fast. But no, it really did. Just like it was that violent. Just
yeah, you can't stop. You cannot stop it.
That is insane.
'Cause it's instant. It's crazy.
What Eugene was talking about is the feel, and I could definitely like see what he meant. The car feels like fun. Like, oh man, I can, point the car, and between the precision of the steering and the precision of the gas pedal, the electricity pedal, I guess we would have to call it now. It feels very direct, and it feels luxurious but fun. Like, it's not just big and boaty and boring. So that's another cool thing about it.
But back to my point, what I was saying earlier, is that when you see these cars online, you think that it'll be so plain without the screen, but it's really not. I would just refer to it as more being minimalist, but it's still nice. Like, even though the main screen is the focus of attention, even without it, you still have like the pieces of trim all around. You have the pieces of trim all around. You have like the black and white accented door and all that stuff. And the piano black. The interior, the videos don't do this car justice. Like, just overall, the videos really don't do it justice. This is something you have to experience.
That's true. They really don't. They don't do the overall experience. I mean, but I guess that's most things in life. Like, it's totally different to just look at something versus experiencing something. And I think with these cars, for anybody who, even if you think you don't like them, you know what I mean? Experience them. See them in person. I think so that's what we were talking about, like how it looks in videos and stuff. But then when you saw this car, when we rolled up on it, in the car park, the carport covered, with the LED lights on and the dark gray outside, the dark wheels, the white interior popping through. When I rolled up on it, I was like, man, that looks nice. So
yeah, it does. It definitely does, and especially the things that help. Like, most people, they see the base Model 3 with like the whatever the wheels are, the aero disc they call it. I forgot what it's called. I think it's aero disc, whatever.
The not nice looking wheels.
Yeah, they're not sport.
It's like the wheels that don't look nice.
Yeah, it's like seeing like the base version of a car. Like, it's obviously not gonna be like the best impression of it. But when you see one like this, that's like the top of the line, all the options and stuff like that, lowered, which also makes a big difference. It's a really nice car.
Lowering really helped this car a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Especially because this isn't a long car, so the design doesn't necessarily flow. But with it lowered, it flows a lot more. Like, I'm gonna get to the R-ramp, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
And then we gonna just peg it from there. All right, so you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. So we are full stop. I'm waiting for a gap in the cars, and then we're gonna punch it. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna try to stay forward. I'm gonna see if I can stay forward. I doubt it. I'm holding your hand onto that thing.
All right, now.
All right. Yo, you cannot see it in a video, but it's insane. That acceleration, like I was holding on to like a little hand thing over here. The hand, you guys can't see it. You can't see it on the video, but I was holding on to the little thing that you hold on to with your hand, like next to the door handle, and I was gripping that thing so hard, trying not to like go back. And even still, I was like it's so exhilarating. In a video, you probably just look like crazy, so you're just like you just stare, you're just like leaning forward hard, and you don't hear anything. It's not like other cars where you hear the car all loud and you're trying to stay flat. Like it's totally different.
That you don't have wiggle room. So look, this VW is coming up, right? I'm gonna see if I could just. So it was a guy about to pass us in a, looks like a, I don't know if it's an R32 or some sort of a turbo VW. I can see the car's lowered, so I'm gonna assume it's also not stopped. And he was coming. I let him like come up like really close to us, and I just punched it and just gone. He's like nowhere near us anymore. So again, you know, this car is comfortable, it's quiet, it has like a lot of flexibility. I gotta say I'm impressed, and sort of like what Cameron was saying, the central screen, because of where it is directly in your line of sight, so it's not as off-putting as you think it is. I've seen articles and stuff about a heads-up display, and I've seen that some Tesla owners install it in this car, like an aftermarket heads-up display. That would be cool, you know, to have, but this is nowhere near as quote-unquote bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, I thought it was going to be like totally weird, but my line of sight, the speedometer is like right there. It's maybe like an inch away from where I'm looking anyway. So the other thing is, I'm sure is over time, like with any car, you get used to it. So as you get used to it, it doesn't bother you.
Yeah, there's no sound. You'll hear it's very light though. It's not like a crazy sounding like.
No,
it's very
light.
Like
it's very light,
yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool, and it fits the character of the car. And
yeah,
also,
it's like a spaceship type.
As the driver, it also helps you because it gives you a sense of speed. Like when you get on it and you hear that, and at the same time the car is like hurling forward. I would really like to see one of these in like a something like we talked about, the M3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Just with the acceleration. Obviously, Eugene put it best. You know, an M3 or a car like that, above 100, that car is gonna come into its own and it's gonna be different. But below 100,
oh nah, yeah. I funny. I was just watching like a video on it at home, and it was like this car versus like an Audi RS4, the wagon version. I think it was Audi RS4 anyway, M3 in this car, and this car just dominated it pretty much everything except for the braking test, which was because in the M3 won the braking test because the M3 is like 500 pounds lighter, but you really don't feel it when you're driving and accelerating at these speeds. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's Cameron here from ReaneVisuals, and I'm out.